Yo, what is up, YouTube? It's your boy Big T. Welcome back to Football Talk. We are recapping Week 6 of the NFL season, so here we go. Oh, FYI, guys, just to give you a heads up, sorry that this episode did not come up on Tuesday. I've had some family problems I've had to deal with, so sorry for the delay. So here we go. All right, so to recap this past week, Week 6, my biggest shocker. This one was a Thursday night game between San Diego and Denver. I thought Denver was going to go in there and just dominate through the entire game, but give it to San Diego. They came up with a big upset, and they win this one by a score of 21-13. Next game, New England, Cincinnati. Tom Brady's back. The dominance keeps going. They win this one by a pretty easy score of 35-17. Cincinnati gave it a pretty good shot right there. Next game, San Francisco and the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo, from the start of the game to the end of it, they dominate this one 45-16. Next game, Jaguars and the Chicago Bears. This is a very interesting game, guys. Both teams not having really great years, but you know what? They had a very entertaining game, and the Jaguars get a win here by 1 point, by a final score of 17-16. What a great game that was. Next game, LA and Detroit. Detroit comes out and wins this one in a close matchup. They win this one by a score of 31-28. Next game, this is one of my shocker games of this past week. Miami and Pittsburgh. I thought, with Pittsburgh being very dominant this year, I thought they were going to go in and just destroy Miami, but Miami had other plans, and they win a score. They win this one by a score of 30-15. What a shocking game that was. Next game, this is kind of like another disappointing game. Carolina Panthers just continue their disappointment this year, guys, and I don't know if they're gonna be able to fix this, guys. I have no idea. I know this is still early in the season. We're only in the 7th week of the season, but even right now, this is not good for them. It's not looking good for Carolina. But they lose this one to the New Orleans Saints by a score of 41-38. This was a close game, but unfortunately for Carolina, the losing keeps happening with this team. The problems just keep piling up for them. Next game, Baltimore and the New York Giants. Guys, I watched this game in the fourth quarter. This was a crazy game. I did catch that final score. Odell Beckham scored the winning touchdown late in that fourth quarter, and the Giants win this one by a score of 27-23. The weird moment there, everyone knows, every football fan knows by now about the Odell Beckham saga with the kicking net, and he went down after that and proposed to it. It was okay, we get it. It's a joke now. We get it. Ha. Just stop it, Odell. Just stop. All right, next one, Cleveland and the Tennessee Titans. Cleveland, once again, loses another one. They go 0-6, and they drop this one, but this was a close game. They dropped this one by a score of 28-26. Like I said, they made it a close game there later on there in the fourth quarter, but, Tennessee pulls this one off. Next one, Philadelphia Eagles against the Washington Redskins. Always a fun rivalry game, this one. Washington pulls this one out by a score of 27-20. This was a close game. Next game, the Oakland Raiders against the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs win this one by a score of 26-10. Pretty dominant performance by them. Next game right here, this was a shocker to me. Dallas and Green Bay. I thought Dallas going into Green Bay were going to have problems, but they managed to win this one and crush the Green Bay Packers by a score of 30-16. Next game, Atlanta at Seattle. Seattle pulled this one out, guys. This was a close game in the fourth quarter, but Seattle wins this one by a score of 26-24. What a close matchup that was. And then my shocker of this week, just an unbelievable. I know I've been saying that a lot during this video, but this one was really interesting. I watched this. This was the Sunday night matchup. If anybody watched that game against Houston against Indy, Indy was pretty much dominating through the whole game, but Houston was able to come all the way back, get in overtime, and they get a late field goal in overtime. They win this one by a score of 26-23. So congratulations to Houston with that one. This was just an unbelievable game. I stayed up and watched the whole thing, so congratulations to Houston there. And the last game, but not least, the Monday night matchup between the Arizona Cardinals and the New York Jets. Jets, sorry to say, guys, your problems just keep happening. Brad Fitzpatrick isn't getting done there in New York, and Arizona wins this one by a score of 28-3. Johnson, their running back there, had a field day there. I think 3 scores and over 100 yards of rushing. But what a great game that was. So that's going to do it for the recap this week of Week 6. We're on to Week 7, so let's predict some scores. Let's do this. All right, guys. So we're to recap Week 6. What my predictions were. I went 8-7, so pretty bad week again right there. So this week at Week 7, we do have 2 teams on a bye week this week, and it's Dallas and Carolina. They're on a bye week. They will not be playing this week, so this is going to be my scores today. Like I said, if you're watching this video, this is put up on Thursday, so the Thursday night matchup is tonight between the Chicago Bears and Green Bay. This is a historical rivalry. They always put up good games there. So let's predict some scores this week. So the Thursday night matchup, I have Green Bay win this one 27-17. I think it will be a close game, but I think they'll just come up with a win right there. Next game, New England, Pittsburgh. Now, guys, for those of you who haven't heard, Ben Roethlisberger is going to be out with a knee injury, and I think that's just a huge blow to Pittsburgh. Now, if he was playing, I probably would have had Pittsburgh win this one at home as a close game. But with them, I think it will still be it. You look at the Patriots right now; they have been struggling in the first half defensively. Giving up big plays, giving up some tough yards right there. I think that'll happen again, but I think they will pull this one off in the second half by a score of 23-21. So I have New England winning that one. Not just because I have a Patriots hat on. I don't want people to think like, oh, because he has a Patriots hat on, like he's rooting for them. No, I'm making my educated prediction here as a football fan. So don't make fun of me. Next game, the New York Giants against the LA Rams. I have the Giants win this one 17-13. Next game, Cleveland and Cincinnati. Cincinnati had a tough loss last week. I think they rebound with a win against Cleveland because, not to be an asshole, but it's Cleveland, guys. I mean, come on, they're 0-6. They're not gonna, I think they're fine for that first round pick. I think so. Sorry for my language right there. If any kids are watching, sorry guys. So Cincinnati won this one by a score of 17-0. Washington and Detroit. I have Detroit winning this one by a close score of 13-10. Oakland and Jacksonville. I have Oakland win this one 17-7. Next game, Kansas City. In New Orleans, I have Kansas City winning this at home. It's always a tough place to play at Kansas City. They win this one 21-17. Next game, Buffalo against Miami. I think this will be a close game, but I think Buffalo keeps on winning, and they win this one by a score of 13-10. Next game, like I said earlier with the New York Jets, the problems just keep happening, and they just keep losing. It's unfortunate, but, I have them losing again against Baltimore. Baltimore's been a very good team this year. I have them winning this one by a score of 21-10, Baltimore. Next game, Minnesota and Philly. Now, we all know about the Vikings. Vikings have been dominating this year. They're the only remaining undefeated team. Yes, this is to my uncle. Yes, I've read your comments, man. I know that they're undefeated, so... Just to give you guys a heads up, I have an uncle in Rhode Island who is a big, diehard Minnesota Vikings fan. So he is excited about everything, and I'm excited for him. Because they have been playing, but I have a feeling eventually down the road they're gonna mess something up. But I hope I'm wrong. I've been wrong in the past, and I think they keep winning this one. I know Philly's been very good with their rookie quarterback there, but I have Minnesota win this one in a close matchup. 21-17. Next game, Indy and the Tennessee Titans. I have the Titans win this one by a field goal, 13-10. Next game, Atlanta against San Diego. I have Atlanta winning this one by 10, 27-17. Next game, Tampa and San Francisco. I know Tampa just lost Vincent Jackson for the year because of a knee injury. It's unfortunate, terrific playmaker wide receiver that they have there at Tampa Bay. But I have Tampa Bay winning this one 17-3. Now we go on to the big time, our Sunday matchup between Seattle and Arizona. This is always fun to watch these two teams. I think it will be a great matchup, but I have Seattle winning this one by 6, 27-21. And then the last game, Houston and Denver. We all know the headlines right now. Brock Osweiler returned to Denver, where he spent 4 seasons with Denver. He was a star there last year when Peyton Manning was having his problems, and we all know the whole turmoil about he was mad that he got yanked late in that last game because he thought he was gonna have the starting job through the playoffs, and he went. I thought he was gonna stay with Denver this offseason. I thought he was gonna stay with them, and then he went to Houston. They gave him a big money. I can't blame the guy, but it'll be a good game. But I have Denver winning this one, guys. It's at home. It's at Mile High. That defense continues their dominance. Denver wins this one 21-17. Like I said earlier, Dallas and Carolina are on a bye week. So yeah, that's gonna do it for my predictions. Guys, like I said before, I'm a little disappointed. Nobody writes comments. Nobody makes their predictions on it. Guys, if you're watching this video, make a prediction for this upcoming week. Tell me what you think is gonna happen. I like to hear from you guys. So I believe that's gonna do it for this episode. This is a little shorter episode, guys. Sorry, like I said before, sorry for the late upload. I know it's Thursday when this video comes up. Like I said, I have had some family problems that I've had to deal with. Also, as you can tell, I'm wearing my pink shirt. It says, I don't know if you can see it all the way up there. It says, "Tough guys wear pink." As you all know, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So guys, show your support. Wear pink. Donate. It's going to breast cancer. Help out. It would help out a lot of people if you did this. So that's gonna do it for this episode. Subscribe for more content. Social media below. Always remember to be kind, generous, love one another. And as always, I will see you, yes you, on the other side, my friends. Bye.